Hello, everybody, and welcome to LaChamba.com. I am Neil Rodriguez. I want to touch on a subject related to what I spoke about on the last vlog, H1B visas. There are complaints. Americans are complaining that too many immigrants are being issued H1B visas, and they are taking jobs that Americans used to do at a certain rate for lower wages. Back in the 1840s, 1850s, when Irish people first started migrating to the United States, Americans were complaining because Irish people were taking jobs Americans used to do at a certain rate for lower wages. Just like in the movie Gangs in New York, where they said that quote-unquote natives, the jobs that quote-unquote natives would perform for 25 cents, an Irishman would take for 5 cents. And that was causing all types of economic problems. And to this day, people are blaming part of the unemployment crisis due to this issue. Even among Latin Americans who have been here for decades, they have their families here, they have their jobs, they've been paying taxes, they are here legally. They state that, they argue that new Latin American immigrants come to this country and take jobs that they used to perform at a certain rate for lower wages. So it's not going to stop. The reason I say that it was related to what I spoke about, one of the female plant workers in Ohio, she took up a training class to become a medical assistant to segue and pursue a career in nursing. I've never seen a shortage in nurses. You can't outsource that. You can't draw somebody's blood here in the United States from Shanghai. Alright, so it's not going to stop. I mean, immigrants, this country was made off of immigration. They make a pretty big contribution to this country. Even to this day, I read a report from a Harvard research associate that he published. And it stated that, I think it was 11.8% of patents that were filed between the year 2000 and the year 2004 were authored by Chinese immigrants. I think it's 7.6% were authored by Indians. Half of the startups that have been launched in Silicon Valley were launched by immigrants. And these are companies that have created jobs for hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions. So they make a big contribution to this country. So it's not going to stop, not anytime soon. The study also showed that with an increase of H1B visas being issued, there was an increase in patent filing. So innovation was boosted. It blossomed with an increase in distribution of H1B visas. So it's not going to stop anytime soon. It hasn't stopped for centuries. Just like I cited, it happened in the 19th century, happened in the 20th century, and it's going to continue to happen in the 21st century. Even more so because now we're so connected. Globalization, the internet, everything is seamless. See, what you have to do is you have to find yourself, position yourself in a place where you cannot be replaced for somebody that is offering their services for lower wages. You don't see it in the medical industry. You don't see a lot of doctors that can be replaced. You don't see lawyers that can be replaced. They can't be outsourced at a lower wage. Certain lawyer gets paid $400 an hour. It's pretty certain that if he is a success, he continues to get paid $400 an hour. Now, if he's losing cases, that's another story. So you have to qualify yourself. You have to enhance your skill sets. See, what happens when someone can do your job for lower wages, that means that there's an abundance of people that have your skill sets. It's the law of supply and demand. So when more people possess your skill sets, it's only natural that the value of those skill sets drop. So you have to find skill sets that are more of a rarity. You have to find skill sets that less people can do, so you can charge more for your services. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So it's not going to stop anytime soon. In this country, there's a lot of opportunity for education. You just have to remember that education doesn't stop at your bachelor's degree, at your master's degree, at your PhD. You have to continue to specialize yourself to become an expert in your field. Continue to do it to the extent that you possess skill sets that cannot be replaced. All right, skill sets that require face-to-face communication, that can't be outsourced to people on the phone overseas. You can do it. In this country, there are a number of opportunities for you to enhance your education level. All right, this is a country where there is an abundance of opportunity, regardless of whether we are a Dow point drop away from becoming a third world. You think in Barranquilla, Colombia, you think that they give you unemployment benefits if you lose your job? If you are broke, your children are probably picking fruit off the street, literally, or selling pens on the bus for pennies, for percentages of pennies, because pesos are percentages of pennies. It takes like 2,300 pesos to make $1. So you think you have it bad? Go to a third world country and you'll see how much abundance exists in this country. You should see my fridge. I'm about to have to get my son a fridge of his own so he can hold all his Gerber. It's just popping out of the fridge. You open a fridge in Colombia, all you'll find is a old cracked plastic pitcher full of cloudy, dusty water with a cup next to it with a half an onion in there. All right, it's nothing funny. There is too much abundance in this country, too much opportunity. Every time I go to Colombia, I come back motivated. I come back decided. I say, you know what? There is no reason. I say to myself, there is no reason for me not to be a success, for me to be everything that I want to be in this country. I know it's cliche, but it's the truth. And once you realize it, you will find anything that you want for yourself. Thank you for watching. My name is Neil Rodriguez. Until next time.